Hey everyone, it's God Forgive Me, and today I am going to go over a topic that was suggested by multiple people within the community on how to use AFK fishing within High Realms, and I'm going to cover two different methods today. One is going to be primarily for those who cannot use a macro or they're using multiple instances of Roblox like I do. On the other side, I'm going to go ahead and cover a macro that was created by a player within the community named Brave, and it's pretty popular in using this method as well if you're only using one instance of Roblox. So with that being said, let's jump into our first method on if you are using multiple instances or if you just don't have the means to use a macro. Alright, and for this method, we're going to utilize the left click and escape trick. If you're not aware of what this trick is, it's when you take a tool such as a sword, a pickaxe, a scythe, a normal axe, or in this case a fishing rod, you're going to go ahead and be able to hold left click, and once we hit escape, it's going to continue this action of left click even though I'm no longer touching the mouse. As of right now, you can see that it's casting out immediately and pulling it back right away. Now I'm going to hit escape, and I've just removed my hand off the mouse, and it's continuing this practice. You can still hit escape again, and you can now see it without the menu up. I personally like leaving the menu up because I don't want to mess up my positioning or my view, but it's up to you on what you wish to do. Now, in this case, you're going to see it is highlighting that one square. Wherever my mouse is, that's where it's going to go ahead and target. Now, in order if you're using multiple instances, let me go ahead and show you how we're going to go ahead and target the spot that we want. We're going to zoom in, and the spot that I leave the window, that's where it's going to go ahead and continue to target. So let me go ahead and show you with my other monitors. So here's my first monitor, and it's just showing 4 instances. So as I go up, and I'm going to go ahead and here, I'm just going to kind of position this a little bit better. As I go up, I'm going to leave my Roblox at the top, and now it's targeting that one area right before I left the screen. Here's now the top right. I'm going to leave it in that bottom left area, and it's going to continue to target that. And now I'm going to leave the bottom area on this one, and then to my bottom left one, I'm going to go to the bottom right. And really, for my main one where I'm just kind of resting as, you know, before I wait to go ahead and keep them all active, this is generally where I'm just going to kind of farm in the middle. But that gives you the concept that wherever I leave, that left click action will continue and target that one spot wherever the mouse left the screen. Now, I do recommend using like right click to go ahead and keep it active. If you're not using multiple instances and you don't have access to a macro, I would just recommend using like an auto clicker, but I would keep this menu screen up and then maybe just kind of hover it over settings so that every so often it's just going to click settings over and over again every, say, 5 minutes just to keep the account active and not time out. So that's pretty simple of it. Now there is some extra things that you can help. You do need to use a reinforced fishing rod for this because that's the one that has the opportunity to have an instant catch. There are some enchantments that will help you along the way. One enchantment and such is instant. That's the best one because you have 50% chance better catch speed, which gives you more opportunity for that instant catch. There's also quick catch, which gives you a 20% boost. So it's not as good, but it's definitely a solid one if you go ahead and get it, especially if you get some extra cool ones on here like looting and lucky. If you're looking for treasure chests, you're going to want to go ahead and get Pirate. Pirate's your top thing you're shooting for, but Fortunate also reduces the more common items and increases the rare items, so that's another good one as well. So a combination of any of these with either instant or quick catch, depending on what you're looking for, like runes, you're going to want Mystic. That's going to go ahead and help you out. Now, are these required? No, but it does help increase your yield over time. So this is pretty simple. So a couple tidbits of information here. One is that anything that your friends or all catch do not go into your inventory. It goes into their own inventory, and they will only see this when they leave your private island. Also to know that you do not get any XP or mastery XP for every single time they catch. So unlike farming where your friends can farm on your islands and it goes to your mastery and your XP overall, this method does not contribute to any XP for you. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the macro method. Now, for this method, we do need to download a macro software called AutoHotkey. It's really easy to get. You just go to autohotkey.com, click download, and we're going to download version 1.1. Once we've downloaded and installed AutoHotkey, we now need the script that Brave created. I've made it really easy for you as there's a direct link to it in the description of this video. Once you've downloaded it, you just double click that script and it's going to go ahead and open up an AutoHotkey as you see right here. Now you don't have to change any of these settings as the defaults work really well. I do recommend having your fishing rod in the first slot and make sure again that you're using a reinforced fishing rod with any beneficial enchantments that you seem fit. From there, you do not want to do this in third person mode. I've been shown that it doesn't really work that well and can break quite often. What you want to do is you want to put it in first person mode. And then from here, we're going to have our mouse over any block of water. And then we're just going to hit the dash on the keyboard, and it's going to go ahead and start fishing. And as soon as it sees the indicator, it's going to pull it right back as you just saw. Another cool thing is if you look at the script, it does show a fish caught count. So you know if you left, say, for a day and came back, you would know exactly how many times it caught something. Now, if you wanted to go ahead and turn this off, you can hit the equal sign next to the backspace on your keyboard, or if you want to close it out, you can hold shift and hit the underscore in order to go ahead and close it completely, as you'll see that I'll do it right now. See, and now it's over. So really simple, really easy, a great way to go ahead and get fishing done quickly for your mastery, or if you're just looking for treasure chests because you want the trident, or maybe you have a mystic fishing rod and you're just fishing for runes. Either way, we're very thankful that Brave came up with a script and was kind enough to share it with the community. Now, I know this video is short and sweet, but I've had so many reach out to me asking to make a video on this topic, and just like for you, if there's anything you'd like me to cover, please leave it in the comment section below, or you can reach out to me on Discord. If you're not aware, they just added over 50 new testers, so the revamp must be coming very soon. I'm excited when I get my chance to go in the testing area and see what's changed. Of course, I'll go ahead and try and keep you apprised as best I can, but for the best information, it's best to go to the High Realms Discord, as they have a whole teaser channel, which is really cool to see what's coming. I mean, look at this. What is this? This tool looks awesome. Oh my god, this thing is adorable. What is this? Maybe a sapling? I don't know. And then look at this cool little video that they have regarding, I don't know, what is this supposed to be an aura weapon and equipment? There's nothing in their hotbar. I'm excited to see what's coming in this revamp and what they've been cooking for these last 2 months. So with that being said, I hope you have a good morning, good day, good night, and as always, God bless. Thanks for watching.